I just wanted to show you my base. This is 116.1, and I've had this base now for maybe, well, I started with some of the seeds. I think I started with seed 6 or 7, I don't know. Here's my base. It's my chest wall. This is the corner I first started all my stuff in, and then I expanded over there. I'm a kitty cat. So when I go to sleep, he sleeps on my chest, and then he gives me stuff. My enchanting room. My anvil. This is where I make my potions and water to fill my bottles. There's my portal. So when I come out of there, I just put all my crap in here. Matter of fact, this stuff doesn't belong. I'll get it later. When I need lava, that goes down to level 6. I got lava down there. But what I wanted to show you mostly was some of my traps. There's a YouTube channel called BlueNerd, and all one word, no space, BlueNerd, and he tells you how to make. This is the gate, and he also tells you how to make really cool walls. I haven't made any of the walls yet. And so this is one of the traps. Matter of fact, it's daytime, so we can run out there real quick. So it's 7 blocks that way. I put this up to protect whatever's caught from the sun. If you go back 8 blocks, because water flows 8 blocks, you can see I've got this flowing 7 with the signs there to keep it from going down in the pit. If you go back 8, I have found the water stops on this block, and I've found that the zombies can stand right there on that edge. So I only go 7 and have it come over the lip. It kind of just pushes them down in. But the zombies will see me in there and just come running over here and go right in the water. And I put it in a corner. Alright. Let me see if I can turn game sounds down real quick. Let's do it this way. Options, sounds, master volume. Let's go down to about 50. Alright, so I'll go up here to lure. When I'm downstairs, when I'm down here, they can see me through here. But I can get them. I have a little bit farther range of them seeing me if I like come right here, and if they're about out to that block, they'll see me and just start walking this way. And same thing over here. So I get them lured over to the water trap, and down here, now I made the pit big enough so creepers and skeletons, first of all, I can go back far enough that there's creepers in there. And if there's skeletons, I got a little wall that I can hide behind if there's more than one. I've had up to like 4 at a time in there. So I can just pick them off and jump back behind the wall. You know, go like this. Oops. If you whack a zombie, any zombie outside that hears that will come running. Okay, so let's say I catch a zombie villager in here with skeletons and creepers and regular zombies. I just stand back here and pick off everything but the zombie villager. So when I got him by himself, this is the cure or holding cell. Once the zombie villager is by himself, then I take these blocks out. Zombie villager walks in. I put the blocks back up, so now he's trapped in here. Then I do my potion and my golden apple. And it takes, what, about 5 minutes for him to change. And then I have holding cells. I haven't done the floor yet. A holding cell, you have at least one candle. I also put a block right here. So like, here's a cured zombie villager right here. So I have a block up there and a block down here. I have this trap door here, so if one of those little bastard zombies gets in here, he can't get in. It also prevents them from getting out because they're too tall, so he can't get out. So then give him a bed to sleep in, give him a trade, like here's our... Now notice the prices. Typically a blast protection 2 book costs 24, but because he's a cured zombie, costs 1 emerald and 1 book. Okay, this one's piercing 1 instead of 11, it costs 1. My can't believe he's in bed already. Typically, a regular farmer, it'll cost 4 melons for 1 emerald. But because he's a cured villager, every melon I give him is 1 emerald. However, he only accepts 12 a day. So I've got this farmer, and I've got a farmer on the other side of my base. So I can get 24 emeralds a day for 24 melons. There's this composter. I even gave him some farm. I gave him some farm and a little farming area, and I gave him some water. I start it, so I don't know in his inventory if he has seeds or not. I'll come back later and see if he plants that. If not, I'll plant it with a seed. But he actually maintains this. I also give them a window to talk through, and because they can talk, not these two. Here, let me run over to the other real quick. But you can see, I can just keep digging rooms out. This room is partially done. This one also is partially done. This one's waiting. I gotta fix the floor in this one. I don't like dirt floors. But I park kitty cats around, so when the phantoms come out, I just get near a cat, and the cat repels them. And then I find my way to a bed. But I didn't make him. The villagers spawned him. And I'll get into that a little more. But I run to a bed when I have to. And make a floor here so I can see out into my... And then you can go all the way up to the top. So you can see out. See, he already sees me. So let me run down real quick. There's one. Whack him. Now, any zombie out there that heard that will come running. See, there's one way over there. Oh, something's hit. Oh, there's a skull. the skeleton will drop down too. He's down there. He's fighting the zombies now. See that go over. As soon as I hit the water, I'll see if I can whack him. I couldn't whack him. This one saw me. Let's see, there's two over there they haven't seen. So if he gets close enough. See, here they come. So it's good for XP, it's good for zombie blast if you need it. It does get skeletons and creepers in there. That guy, he's just a little bit out of range. I've actually had a one of the water zombies. It was the first time, well, the first time in this world that I got attacked with tridents. Because he came out of that water. But I guess that's kind of rare, because even if I whacked him, those ones over there wouldn't hear it. So I come down here, lead him around the corner. Where'd he go? There he goes. Wake up. He's stuck in the water or something. Walking real slow in the sand. So, the villagers spawned golems. There's one here. There's another one right there. So we've got at least two, right? And, well, it was kind of pissing me off because these dumb bastards were walking into my wheat field and destroying the crops, and I'd have to re-hoe, you know, blocks, so I had to build this just to keep the golems out of them. And I built this wall around this, which I really didn't want to, because, you know, the only way I can get in now is through here. Whereas before I had empty access, and if you look over there, there's another zombie, another couple zombies falling into the pit. Let me just go over there real quick. There's another one going in. Yeah, just get him a whack. There, here comes a creeper. So sometimes I'll try to kill him or hit him at least once. Oh, yeah, there's two little bastards. This will be a good. He can't really see me. Now, see, he can't see me when I'm down here. As a matter of fact, was that a skeleton or a zombie? But if I come up here, now he sees me. That's a skeleton. I don't really want him to see me. Okay, so... Whoops. So I got a creeper in there. And the zombies, look, they all huddle around. It's almost like they're protecting the creeper. Now, those guys will stay there for quite a while, because I have that cover right there, so the sun won't burn them up. I can come back here at noon and see those little bastard zombies can't get out because of the fence. If it was just square blocks across there, they'd be able to jump over and run around. But the fence is 1.5 tall, right? You could use just blocks, but put trapdoors up here, like I did over here. Put the trapdoors up there. so they're a half a block tall. Okay, so I can try to get to the creeper. Then I can run in there and pick all that up. Okay, so we'll leave him for right now. Anyways, let me just run over here. Here's my sheep farm. So I got a whole bunch of white sheep in here. Then I got my dyes and colored the sheeps. So I can just make pink beds and red beds and orange beds and made a whole bunch of different colors. This is my, when I'm gonna make a bunch of beds. Oh, it's just stuff burning up. So then I pick one that I want, and I open the gate, let one come in, close the gate. I make all of this. There's your mine cart with a hopper in it, on top of a rail, on top of a hopper, into a chest. This is your observer block. So when he eats the grass and gets his coat or his wool, this shoots out shears, which you can see I gotta make another pair. Let me do that real quick while I'm thinking about it. And I'm full there too. Come over here and dump off some dirt. Some sand. Useless crap. Quick pair. I don't want, and I only want maybe 4 or 5 stacks. I don't really need more than that. And to turn it off, just pick off the redstone. So that's your observer. Then you put a solid block behind it with a redstone on top to activate it. So that's kind of like the on-off switch. To turn it off, just take the redstone dust off and take your dispenser and put shears in it. And it automatically does that. So if you want to make, stacks of different colored wool, you literally make, 10 or 12 with a different colored sheep in each one. My cow farm is, I fence in a bunch of cows, and I get, maybe a dozen of them. You don't even really need that many. You can start it with half a dozen. So you get, just say a dozen cows. Then you dig a hole 2 blocks wide, 1, 2, 2 blocks deep, and just leave them alone. They'll walk in there by themselves. Then you come down here. I think this is the second block, so they'd be standing here. Down here you put your chest, 2 hoppers, 2 trapdoors. I put these here So when the babies are made, the babies don't spill out onto the floor. So 2 slabs. That's a water dispenser, 2 dispensers, a dispenser here, and there's another one, there's another dispenser right there. So they're both facing in, right? So while you're making this right here would be 2 blocks because the cows are standing up there, right? So you put your dispensers in, put 1 bucket of water, a solid block with a button, and then you run redstone back this way, behind, and around over here to this one. Right? So you hit the button. Yeah, let me grab some wheat. Alright. So you hit the button. Oh shoot. There's supposed to be redstone on there. Hold on. I don't know if there's supposed to be redstone on that or not. Just in case, we'll put that there. Okay. I think when I busted that block, did it break something? Yeah. Let me put that there. I broke it. Suck the water back up, okay. God damn it. That's my bucket. Oh, this is awful. Oh, it's got water in it. God damn it, now what the hell's... I'm getting redstone over here. Oh, you know what? I think I know what's wrong. Am I supposed to have one there? Okay, there we go. So you want both of them. Okay, so now the cows are bumping up, jumping up and down. Come over here. Feed your cows. And it activates the game's crush limit or something. So anytime there's more than, I think it's 25 cows or something like that, the new baby cows aren't affected, but it kills a few of the older cows. So you just come over here. I don't know how many wheat I started with, but they ate up to 4. Right? Come down here, turn the water back off, and there you get leather and raw beef. So then I take my beef, stick it over here, let it cook, and that keeps me in a good supply of steaks. So if you do that every day, you get, I think you get at least 20 raw beef a day. So that's my cow farm. So again, you bring the redstone around, put a bring the redstone up to the other side of this block, then put the solid block against the back of that. So one button controls them both. I don't have an automatic sugarcane farm. I just do that manually. So I'll have lots of paper to make books, because you gotta buy your enchanted books from your librarians with at least one book for the this here. It doesn't work the way it's supposed to. I still got a couple greens in there, so I'm not going to hit the button. But these here water dispensers, and it just flushes everything down there. I've had these work perfectly before, but this one, for some reason, this one right here doesn't suck the water back up into it, so I have to screw with that manually. So here's my other trap. I bring a wall out so I can come out to the edge of the water I can come out 7 blocks farther to attract zombies a little farther away. So they get coming this way, then I just run back to here and they fall over themselves getting into the water. And this one is a little smaller. You can see it's only 2 blocks wide down there. But my water is flowing. I dug back 7 blocks, so the water's going over the edge. And I don't think you can see it. No, we can't see it from up here, but there I have the signs. But it is 3 blocks wide. 1, 2, 3. So they get into the water. Water pushes them down into the kill zone. I made this over here, so when I whack them, I can loot them right here. Otherwise, they'll drop stuff in the back there, and you gotta open the thing, go get it. This one, same thing. If I get a zombie villager, I'll get them to wander down here, and then I'll open these up so we can get into the containment room where the healing process starts. But if I've got like a zombie villager and a regular zombie, if I can get the zombie villager to come down here, I'll throw a couple blocks down right here so the other villager is separated from them. Then I'll just knock these 2 out to get them in here. Then once I get them cured, here's my other one. So I keep 12 ready at all times. I don't know. I can't get him to come over because it's nighttime. But there's his little. Oh, there's another one. But he keeps that maintained, and you can see his thing right here is full of. He puts his compost in here. I didn't do that. He did. So he's composting. And let me just put this back. This one I can't get back as far, like if there's a creeper in there. So if there's a creeper or a skeleton, I just run around the corner, fire, back up. The only reason I dug this out is I could, from outside, I could hear a zombie villager below me, and here's the zombie villager was around this area, and I could hear him topside. So I just dug around here, and I let him climb out, and I blocked that off because there was other zombies too. So I lured him up here, and I can't remember exactly what I did to cure him, or I think I just blocked him off. blocked them off here, and then put blocks behind them to contain them. And then threw the potion at them and gave them the apple. So then, once they're cured, then I just, same thing. Well, that's a green coat, so I can't give him a job. Here's a containment room waiting, but this librarian has mending. This librarian has blast protection. Shit. I have a librarian on the other side that has blast protection too, so I'll have to fix that. This one gives me looting 3 and efficiency. And this guy gives me power 3 and lanterns. Like I say, I got more empty rooms waiting. And again, I put that block up there. And I'll put a trap door on it so I can come in, but they can't get out. And put trapdoors on all of them, so even if the little zombie bastards get in here, they can't get in there. So like I said, it's those villagers down there, or who knows, maybe those are all cured zombie villagers. These are the original villagers. But they're not going to give me really good prices, so I just keep them all locked up. So maybe they were the ones that were creating or summoning the golems. But the golems were, you know, walking through my crops and just sort of pissing me off. So I got this outer lip. They need 3 blocks high. So the golems can't get through here, right? Also, I can stare at an enderman, and the enderman, you know, can only get right here because of this. So I can sit here and whack endermans. That's also what this is for. I'll stare at an enderman, and then if he gets over the wall, then he can only come like this far, so I can just sit here and whack him. See, I can come out here. I don't want to attract that creeper, but okay, so there's a skell. I can draw the skell over to the water. And there he goes. So I made this trap. I got a little captured zombie down there, but he was an afterthought. Matter of fact, I just put him in there today because I was hoping he would attract these golems. So the golems can wander around up here, and this hole is two layers deep. Then I put a dirt block there and put the water on top of that dirt block so the flow is a little heavier. You can see there's a dropper, whatchamacallit right there. And there's a wood sign there to contain the lava. Sorry. There's a sign there to contain the lava from that side. There's a sign down there to contain the bottom of the lava, and a sign right here to contain this side of the lava. So anything that goes in the water, let's see if we can attract something over here. There's some zombies, but they're too far out. Or not. Here comes one. So here comes a zombie. I didn't build this. Oh crap. Because I had just built that. So zombie falls in, water takes him over to the lava. And now, if there's a golem over here, and he sees, I was hoping he'd hear this and just come over here and try to get to that zombie, but it obviously isn't working. But occasionally the golems will come over here, they'll jump up on that ledge, and they'll go down in the water, and the water pushes them right into the lava. So, I get iron. This is from the creepers, skeletons. I got 60, 70, almost 80 rotten flesh. That's how many zombies have been in here. 15 poppies are from the golems. So, because if I kill the golems, I believe it gives me some sort of bad reputation with the villagers. So I made this so I'm not killing them, you know. Now for pillager raids, which I haven't had one yet, which really kind of pissing me off. Shit, there's a phantom. You can hear the kitty cat. See, this is, if you haven't seen, this is what the kitty cats do. They swoop in, they hear the kitty cat, and they turn right around. So that's why I keep kitty cats parked. I've probably got 6 kitty cats parked around my base. And then the sun will burn them up here in a minute. So this is for pillagers. So when pillagers are assaulting my walls and running around, they'll fall into these 2-block traps. And, well, let's go see what he's got. I wonder if he's trapped. He's got vines, seed pickles. He's got nothing I want. I've already got melon seeds, so I don't need those. So anyways, the pillagers will drop into these murder holes. I'll leave this area open for the Ravager. The Ravager will try to get in here, so I can just pick them off through this hole. So the pillagers fall in these holes, then I can just whack them in the ankles. Same thing up here, the pillagers will walk up there. I have another kill zone, see, just like these guys. I just whack them in their ankles, and then all their loot falls down here, and I pick it up, stick it over there in that chest. That's about it. I have trees up here for wood collection. Although I saw you make your custom tree, so I left these 2 up. Plus, these ones are a pain in the ass to take down, anyways. But I said, you know what? I'll just leave these up and put a couple lanterns on them. I think that looks pretty nice. I might custom, you know, bring this out a little bit so I can put a couple more lanterns on it. This one over here. Oops, let me eat real quick. This is my fishing hut. So it's just got my fishing stuff in it. I make it straight down right here. So the water zombies, when they come over here, they can't just walk up onto here. They need like that another block to walk up onto the land. So I make all the edges here 2 blocks deep. I got my wall going across there. I made these for when I do start breeding villagers, they'll have some place to go. But it's currently empty. I think there's at least 4 regular villagers in there. So you can see a bunch of them right there. 2 of them sleep below, 2 of them sleep above. And there's 1 or 2 in this one. Just 1. But you know, he was here when I got here, and I just trapped him inside. That's all the houses that were here. This was a really small village. but they're not going to give me really good prices anyway, so I don't really care. So here's my melon farm. So this is regular dirt. The dirt that I want the melons to grow on, if you look over there, is coarse dirt, which is made with regular dirt and gravel. 2 blocks of gravel and 2 blocks of dirt will make coarse dirt. And that's what I want the melons growing on. And then I put cement blocks or stone blocks here so the melon doesn't grow this way. I want everything in a nice row so I can just go right down the row like this. You got your water covering every 4 blocks, so that water covers 4 blocks that way, 4 blocks this way. This one covers 4 this way and 4 that way, but my thing is, I didn't want to ruin this dirt path, which was already here. Grab my melons. Over here, he's up now. I say I've got 25, but he only takes 12. But that's every day. And then my green coat, he's useless. So I got my mending, which typically costs 32 emeralds, but because he's a cured zombie villager, it cost me 12 in 1 book. So I highly recommend catching villagers and curing them. That's pretty much my base. There are a couple houses up there, but it'd be too hard to build walls and to keep that protected. It's really pissing me off that I haven't had a raid yet. While I was constructing the wall, I would see villagers around this area. That's why I made those kill zones over here. But once I got my wall up, including my tower, once I got my wall up, I haven't seen a villager over here yet. I did do a little exploring and I found a pillager building, whatever, fortress or whatever you want to call it. I can't remember if it was over that way or over that way. I went looking for it once again over that way, but I couldn't find it. So it might be up that way. And it wasn't too far. But if I go that way, this is extreme hills. Just a little bit behind this ridge and behind that ridge over there, I think is ocean. But I hope this gives you some ideas. These pigs, these were here originally. I don't really do anything with pigs because my cows give me steaks, my cows give me leather. So my most important things in my base are my cow farm for steaks and leather, my melon farm. You can see I rely more on the green melons for emeralds, and the orange melons I basically just use for jack-o'-lanterns. As you can see, I got one jack-o'-lantern. I have a big sugarcane farm to make paper, because your librarians will buy paper, 19 sheets of paper for 1 emerald. So I'll sell them an excess of paper, or I make a lot of books. This tree grew I might build on this tree. I threw a jack-o'-lantern up there and some lanterns. I really like the lanterns, the hanging lanterns on the trees. Um, but yeah, that's about it. Alright, bud. Well, we'll see you on Twitch again.